hate working with Travis. If you are new here, I am Channon Rose, and I have a very quick story time for you, really quick before we get into this Q&A, and that is while I was setting up and like doing my bed, I wasn't doing my bed, I was making my bed. I was naked because I just was naked, making my bed, and I didn't realize it until right before I was getting ready to throw my onesie on, but there are actually construction workers right across from me. My whole sliding glass window was open. I didn't hear them today, but they're all working on the roof, and I look over and I see them taking pictures of me with their phone. They also were watching me set up this tripod and this camera, and I can guarantee you they probably thought I was about to start filming porn or something because I was naked. But let me tell you something, I gave them a real nice surprise when I came out in my onesie. They were probably like, what the fuck? This is not what I was expecting. Surprise! Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Another fun story is while I was putting on this onesie, it has a zipper and it goes all the way down my leg right here, and I full on was quickly trying to zip this up because there were construction workers watching me, and I zipped up my vagina in my onesie. So that's how my day is going. How are you guys doing today? Let me know down in the comments below. Okay, so on Instagram, I asked you guys to send any questions that you may have had my way, and then I was gonna do a video answering as many of them as I could. So there are a lot of them. Like, can you guys see this? This is how many questions were sent in so far, and I literally just put this up. So where do I even start? Okay, I'm gonna make this anonymous also. Last time I said someone's name or put it on the screen, people got upset with me. So, okay, this question is from someone named Catherine. We'll just call her Catherine. And she said, if you get more than one embryo this IVF cycle, will you implant multiples? The answer to that is no, I will not. And the reason being is I think that in theory, twins sound amazing and fun and scary. For me, I had a hard time carrying one baby. I have a really bad back. My body is weak. And so the thought of carrying two babies, I just don't know if my body could handle it. And I also think it's a higher risk pregnancy, and I prefer to keep my pregnancy as safe as possible. And so the answer is no, I would not. And I don't even think our doctor would let us. I think that the only time, actually, I'm sure there are some doctors out there that let you put two in if you want multiples, but I definitely would say no, and probably my doctor would say no too. Let's see, how do you choose properties for investment and extra income? That's a really good question. That is a question for my husband. He is the one that's really good at that. So sorry, I don't really have an answer. Are you hoping for a boy or a girl? I am happy with whatever I get. I really don't have a preference. If Travis had a preference, I would just let him choose if we had that option. So we are planning, if we get more than one embryo, to do the PGS testing, which means they test the embryos to see which are good quality embryos, and those are the ones that they want to put in. And when they do that, they also are able to reveal the gender. And so we could choose to know the gender or not. Knowing Travis and I, we would probably want to know, and then I would just let Travis decide. Probably want a boy just because we already have a girl, but like I said, I would be happy with either. I would love a girl just because I grew up with sisters, and I have a brother, but yeah, like I don't really have a preference. This question says, will you talk about the Trisha situation on YouTube? No, I don't feel comfortable doing that. That's why I only spoke about it on Patreon, and I hope that you guys understand why. Someone said, how did getting paid in the porn industry work? Was it paid by the hour, by the day? How much did you make? That's a really good question. So I got paid by the scene that I did. When there's like a movie being made, I guess it's a lot different now because there's like Pornhub and stuff like that. But for me, I did scenes that would go into a movie, and I got paid by that scene. So for the day, I would shoot a scene, and that's how I got paid. I would get paid anywhere from $700 to $1,500 per scene, and that just like depended on if it was a girl-girl scene, a boy-girl scene, a boy-girl-girl scene, you know, stuff like that. So if you guys want me to do a whole porn Q&A, let me know. Do you think you look more like your mom or your dad? Definitely my mom. Everyone says, oh my gosh, you look just like your mom. So probably my mom. Someone said, how much do you make on YouTube? Not a lot. YouTube is not what it used to be, and it's just a lot of things have changed. I think a lot of times how people are able to continue to do YouTube is because of sponsorships as their like primary income, if that makes sense. So I get paid more through sponsors than I do on YouTube ad revenue. I hope that makes makes sense. Someone said, will you be sending Snow to preschool or will you be homeschooling? Most likely we were thinking about sending school to like Montessori school or, you know, some sort of like hippie artsy school. For kids, we live in LA, we have a lot of like really good options for those types of schools. So that's most likely what we plan on doing and what we've talked about so far. Someone said, why do we no longer see Travis as much on your YouTube videos? So I stopped doing my vlog channel because I was having a really hard time kind of like managing both channels. I was either putting way more energy into the vlog channel or way more energy into the main channel. And I have the vlog channel and the main channel are like totally different audiences. Some of them mesh together, but for the most part, this main channel, I feel like was more of a younger audience that was into more of like my story time videos and like my crazy life. And then my vlog channel was geared more towards maybe like younger moms or like moms and, you know, what is going on in my life currently and like IVF and people that are having fertility issues, stuff like that. And so it was just like, I don't know, I felt like two different people making two different types of videos and it got a little stressful for me. And I really just wanted to do one channel and kind of put everything on my main channel. And that's kind of how I started YouTube, was I did everything on just this channel, Channon Rose. Vlogs, story times, makeup videos, you know, everything here. And it was just kind of like a surprise. I had no set schedule. I posted every day and you just kind of never knew what you were gonna get. It was like a surprise. And I like that. And I want to continue to do that and just kind of go back to my roots. So I still plan on doing storytime videos. I still plan on doing, you know, my IVF updates and makeup videos. I kind of just want to be able to put whatever I want on my channel whenever I want. With that being said, to answer your question about Travis, is that Travis was in a lot of my vlog videos, but because I'm not doing as many vlogs, that's kind of why you haven't seen him as much. And also YouTube is not really Travis's thing. It's more my thing and I kind of like drag him into it. And so I don't want to kind of like force him to do something that he's not really into. So he'll still be in the videos, you know, but I have to like tell him, can you film this for me? Or like, you know, it's a struggle with Travis a little bit. So another question about Travis is, has Travis found a job? So, and there's another question, how are Travis and I's marriage and relationship? So I'm gonna get into all those questions for you guys. A while back, I had just touched on Travis and I having problems in our marriage and how we were driving each other crazy. And I don't know if all of you guys know this or not, but Travis and I like live together, obviously, and we work together constantly. So we're together 24/7. So most people, you know, they have jobs, the husband goes to the job, the wife goes to a job, and they don't see each other for a majority of the day. And most of the time on the weekend, maybe they're together, you know, the whole day or something. But Travis and I are together 24/7. Literally do everything together. And when you're with somebody that much, you're bound to argue and fight. And with the amount of time that Travis and I do spend together, it's amazing how well we actually get along. But we do argue and we do fight. And I wanted to post about that and show you guys, because we tell you guys everything, majority of everything we share with you guys. And so I wanted to also share our marriage struggles, because I feel like this is something that happens with everybody. And I don't want other people to feel less alone. I want people to look at us and be like, yes, they are real and vulnerable and they make us feel less alone, you know? I would like to go and watch some of my favorite YouTubers and see them fighting with their spouse, because it makes me know that, you know, when I fight with mine, it's normal, you know? And it's something that is so taboo and people don't talk about. And I just want to wipe that taboo out and make it okay to talk about, you know, problems that you're going through, because that's how you get support from people. That's how you, like I said, feel less alone. And, you know, maybe other people have good advice for you or suggestions to help you with your marriage. And so that's why I share it. To answer your question, we were going to couples therapy and that was really helping a lot. We decided to stop therapy because, for one, we're doing our no-buy, and two, it was very expensive for us. We were paying out of pocket. We weren't going through insurance. And so I think we'll start therapy again, but we're taking a little hiatus, and right now we are doing well. So thank you for asking. I can do like a whole update video on that if you want, but that's kind of like the condensed, shortened version. As far as Travis finding a job during this time, oh, how do I say this? Okay, Travis lost his job like a while back, and then he got another job when we lived in Folsom, and he got fired from that job. And so I said around that time, you know, maybe you can just like help me out with YouTube stuff and we can work together. And so that's what we ended up doing. Travis has no, what's it called, like experience with like photography or editing or anything. Like I taught him everything so that he could help me. Problem is that when you have somebody that's not really as into all of this as I am, it makes it very difficult, because, you know, and I said this before, like I want to wake up at 5 a.m. to go get like a time lapse of the sunset or something, or the sunrise, and Travis was like, oh, that's way too early, I don't really want to do that. He kind of demotivates me, you know, like as far as work goes. And so I got just sick of it. I have asked him multiple times, like, learn how to take good pictures, because I need you to be my Instagram husband. And sometimes he'll take amazing photos, but majority of the time, like, I don't even post them because like I'm not happy with them. And it's just been years of me like trying to get him to help me and do all these things, and he is really good at like financing and accounting and doing all of our bills and our taxes, and he does like all of our money stuff, and so that's really nice. But when it comes to like anything creative or like editing, we get in a lot of arguments and we butt heads a lot, and I just expect a lot from him, and we don't work well together is what I'm trying to say. I hate working with Travis. I've told him this so many times, and so I told him, you need to go get a job outside of the house. We'll get a nanny to help with me part-time so that I can still make YouTube videos, and you know, it would help me out a lot, and it would be a lot less stress for me to think that like, no, it's like all on me to support our whole family. And so I asked him to get a job, and that just didn't work out. So I think he went on one interview. So basically Travis has not found a job yet. I don't know like any other really nice way to say it, and so we kind of just like gave up on that. I've been telling him like maybe we should try to figure out another like rental income, like property, you know, to buy and rent out, or Airbnb or something like that, and that way he can help out with that, something that he's good at, and that way he is able to, you know, help bring in money for the family and not have so much stress on my shoulders. Because, you know, if you don't know YouTube, you never know like how much money you're gonna make. It could totally differ each month, and some months are slower than others, and I get really stressed out because I don't have him helping me out. So he does have a rental income that comes in, and he does try to, you know, rent our motorhome out when we're not using it, and so that helps a little bit here and there. But you know, I would like something a little bit more substantial. So hopefully that answers all of those questions. I've been getting those questions constantly, and hopefully that helps. Does Snow still wake up during the night since you stopped nursing? Yes, she does. Hasn't even been a full week yet, so I'm hoping that that gets better, but we are bottle feeding her regular plant-based milk when she does wake up. So yeah, let's see. Have you picked out names for your next baby? No, we have not. I know Travis really has a name that he loves, but it's a hard no from me. Definitely not using that name. It's Jagger or Dagger. One of those names that I just is too like hardcore for me. Do you think Snow will sleep in her own room when you have a second child? Yes, of course. Has Travis found another job yet? Again, I've gotten so many of those questions. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? Oh, such a fun question. There's so many places I still want to travel to that I haven't yet. Well, one of the places is Sweden, because I would love to see the Northern Lights, and I heard they're really beautiful there. Travis and I also are Swedish, so I thought it would be really cool for us to be able to go visit there, and I just think it's really beautiful, so I would love to visit someday. What's your middle name? My middle name is Rose. So Channon Rose, my first and middle name, for those of you guys that don't know that already. Okay, last question. Is squirting real? This is so funny. I feel like I should do a whole porn Q&A. Yes, squirting is real. It's definitely a real thing. For those of you guys that don't know about it, Google it. I don't want this channel to get demonetized, or not channel, but like video to get demonetized, but it's definitely a real thing. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. One of you guys asked, how is my no-buy going for January? And it is actually going surprisingly well. I have saved so much money this month, and I'm actually really proud of myself. I did way better than I expected. It's still not the end of the month yet, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I will have a update. And gosh, I feel like it's taken so long to get the no-buy update. It was supposed to be a week, and then I was like, half the month has gone by, and so I don't know if I'm gonna save that for the end of the video or the end of the month to do the no-buy update, but definitely stay tuned because I will have something soon. Anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I hope that I answered most of your questions. For those of you that sent in questions that I didn't get to answer, please just ask me for my next Q&A, because most likely I'll be able to answer your question then. So thank you again for watching. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video. Mwah!